Alright, dudes, welcome back to Movie Monday on a Tuesday, and we're back to doing top whatever lists. So today, guys, I'm hitting you up with my top 5 scary doll movies. Yeah, because dolls are creepy. I've always thought they were creepy. I don't have dolls at home. And you know what? I remember growing up, and like every now and then somebody would give us a doll or like a porcelain doll, and I would hide it in my closet. Don't trust dolls, they're spooky. Anyways, let's get to it. Number 5. The Curse of Humpty Dumpty. Okay, this movie's from 2021. I know a lot of you will hate me for this, but I'm thinking purely about a movie with a terrifying doll in it. This is streaming on Tubi TV right now, okay? And I never hear anybody talk about it. You're probably like, because it's shit. You know what? It's an okay movie. It's a very okay movie, and the doll is terrifying. Kudos to whoever damn designed that doll and the concept behind this movie. So, Humpty Dumpty is a movie about this lady, like an older lady, starts getting dementia. So the kids are like, okay, we'll take you to this, of course, spooky manor that they own in the middle of nowhere. And like the mom starts having like flashbacks and like they're kind of terrifying. And she remembers having this doll. Spooky enough, goes to the local store or whatever, and this lady has the doll sitting there, and the girls are like, we don't remember you having that doll growing up. And the mom's like, no, that's mine. And it's like this giant, big-ass, bug-eyed dude. My hands are gross. Sorry, I was painting. Anyways, this giant freaking doll, and it's almost like, it's definitely child size. It's definitely about 4 feet, and it comes alive. Ooh, okay, anyways, I won't jump too forward. But yeah, she brings it home. No, she doesn't bring it home. It just arrives at home. Yeah. It's even worse, right? They get home, like they negotiate with the lady. The lady's like, hell no, like you can't take it. They get home, it's there. So already you're like, okay, this doll's cursed, right? But what's wild about this story is the doll is basically possessed by this cult-like Satan thing. Anyways, the doll goes from being this static thing that very creepily moves around and ends up having this crazy mouth of teeth. Anyways, I think he's terrifying. I think they did a wicked job on this movie. It's actually shot really well, too. Yeah, you should see it. If you guys haven't seen it, he is, like, watch it, and I think he's freaking scary. I dare you to try sleeping with that guy in your house. Yeah. All right. Number 4. Number 4 is Sanctuary. This movie is also titled Alfred the Doll and or Doll Cemetery. So right now you can find this streaming on Tubi under Sanctuary. I don't know why it has so many goddamn titles. But this movie, I had seen it a while back. I finally refound it. I had to like juggle through all these freaking titles. Found it again. And it still creeps the shit out of me. This movie is like probably about a 5 on 10, okay? But the doll is terrifying. And again, the story is a bit terrifying. It's about this writer who gets sent to the middle of nowhere to basically focus and write his book, as most horror movies about writers kind of end up being. And it's like, go be secluded. Haven't they realized don't do that? Maybe keep them in the city. Anyways. Yes, so they put him in this place, and right away, he gets this doll delivered to him. And there's like rules. And there's weird anyways, this doll, even scarier than the last, in my opinion. Why? Something about that velvet coat. And there's something about that. It's more of a baby doll face. And again, it's huge. So, and this guy, he drinks a lot. So he starts having these like lucid dreams that stuff's happening. And like neighbors keep showing up like randomly. And they're like, did you do like rule 1? And it's just like, what the hell's going on? Like this guy's like, you know, stubborn city ass guy who's like, fucking stop talking to me. I'm trying to write a book and trying to get drunk. And like, leave me alone. And this doll is like alive. Again, a cursed doll story. And I think he's terrifying. Yeah, Alfred the Doll. It's weird. I haven't heard people talk about it much, and I think it's terrifying. It's from 2019 too. So, next, number 3, Magic from 1978. I have this on DVD. This is one of my favorite freaking doll movies of almost of all time. I think it was Anthony Hopkins, one of his first films he worked on. And it is amazing. I am terrified of marionettes / puppets and freaking, how do I not even remember his name? Anyways, the doll in it, terrifying. I'm having a brain fart, guys. He's basically, Anthony Hopkins is a ventriloquist slash magician. And, like, this is this thing, he goes to, like, clubs, and he's all like, nah, and people start laughing more almost, like, rather than at his magic, at his little dude. And this is a psychological thriller where it's almost like he ends up developing the second persona with the doll. Anyways, I always found this movie spine-tingling. It's creepy, it's eerie. He does such an amazing job acting in it. And his doll, man, I would not want to wake up with that little dude hanging out in a room anywhere. It's even just hearing like the clickety clack, you know, like of it going around. No thanks. No thanks. Nope. Nope. All right. Number 2. Of course, Child's Play. Guys, Child's Play, the original Chucky from 1988, is so scary. In my opinion, okay? You guys might laugh because a lot of people think Chucky's hilarious, and I know it got crazier down the line, but that first Child's Play movie was directed so well, in my opinion, and it's so scary. Just think about it. A doll that's possessed by, like, a serial killer, and you bring that into your house. No. And, like, I grew up around Teddy Ruxpin. As soon as you hear something talking when it shouldn't be, when there's no batteries in it or whatever, so scary. So I think Child's Play definitely deserves to be number 2, because Chucky is terrifying. He is. He's got a creepy little face and a crazy orange hair. Yeah. And like his wit too, eh? He's a sassy motherfucker. Anyways. Number 1, if you guys watch my channel, you may have been able to guess this. My number 1 movie, guys, is Pin. Yes. I love Pin. Pin is such a great movie. And we're talking about scary dolls. I think Pin is the scariest doll there's been on TV in a very long time. On TV and movies. He's just this giant anatomy doll. And he has a voice like this. And again, it's a bit like a story like Magic, where it's a family, okay? And there's a dad, a mom, and a son and the daughter. And the dad is basically a doctor and uses like a ventriloquism to be able to speak through this anatomy doll. And it's just so eerie. Everything about this movie is strange, and the doll itself is terrifying. There's a beautiful like scene in this. One, my favorite, of course, is like the closet scene where the kid has to watch this like nurse rape the doll. Super weird. But number 2, in the car, there's a scene where you see the doll in the back seat of the car while the parents are driving. And you just see the sheet. They have a sheet over it. But you just see the sheet come down and his dead-like face. It's so scary. Nobody should have that in their house. I would like to know, does anybody have a giant human-sized anatomy doll in their house? I know a lot of people who collect horror things, so I'd be curious. Does anybody have that Pin doll? Pop it in the comments. Guys, thank you so much for joining me for this top 5 of the spookiest doll movies. I want to know what your favorite spooky doll movies are, because it's always fun discovering new stuff. I know I probably could have said The Boy, or Annabelle, or like, was it Dead Silence? There's a lot of them that came out, but these ones called to me. Like, they actually freaked me out. Like, when I close my eyes, those dolls pop in my head, and I'm like, might have nightmares. So I want to know what gives you nightmares. You guys have a wicked rest of your Tuesday, and an awesome week. We'll see you guys soon. Guys, if you're subscribed, thank you so much. And if you're not, you'll get on that. May as well. It's good times. All right. Have a good one.